watching Thrifty Kaniffy. Hello everyone and welcome to Thrifty Kaniffy. Okay, so we're going to continue on with part 3 of the Sowbelly series. And the first ones up are going to be the smaller style Sowbellys that I've got. This is a right edge and it's right at 3 inches closed length. And this is a Whittler, so a little right edge. Very budget friendly knife, probably around $10 to $11 or something like that. And you've got a clip blade here, probably just 3R13 Ma probably. The blade still is not known, but that's what I'm gonna guess it is. And then got this little tang stamp on there, says built tough, with a couple of hammer and iron, a couple of hammers, yeah. And a square nail nick, which is kind of neat, and just a smaller knife. And you got this neat little coping blade. This little guy, razor sharp. And then also on that same end, you have this baby little spay blade. And about the only thing it's good for neutering is a hamster. But it's pretty neat little knife, and I'm glad I got it in the collection. Just a fun little piece for me. 3-inch Sowbelly Whittler from Rite, and you know, get the brown jig bone. Nothing super fancy, but you know, for what it cost, it's a great little piece for the collection. So there's that right edge. All right, so up next we have the first of the small Rough Riders. Now these aren't called Sowbellys, but that's exactly what they are. They're just called Stockmans or something by Rite, by Rough Rider. But this is the yellow composition one. You get the little shield there with the RR inside of it. And one good way to denote whether you're getting one of the smaller ones is the 2 rings you'll see here. They put the double-threaded bolster there. Kind of a giveaway if you're looking on eBay or something and you can't really determine the size. Good little clue there that this is one of the smaller versions. But there are, I think, 3 different ones of these, but I actually have 4 because one of them had 2 versions. Or, you know, 2 different styles of the same model number. But you get the little clip blade. This one has the horseshoe tang stamp on it. And I've done a separate video on the smaller ones. But then also in the middle there's your sheep's foot. Good pull on these. Good snap on the blade. Go ahead and leave that one out while I pull this one out. You got the spay blade on the other end. And it's just a tiny little blade too, not much bigger than that right edge one. But there you go. That's the 3-inch Sowbelly Stockman from Rough Rider, and their smaller version of that, just over 3. I guess it's about a 3 1/8, not quite 3 1/4. So yeah, there's a different size, not the standard 3 3/4 inch. Alright, here's another of the small ones by Rough Rider. This is the older one with the Cigar shield, brown jig bone. Again, you get the double threaded bolster, which is kind of the giveaway there, that this is the smaller ones. Whoop. Fell right out of my hand. It's kind of slippery from being buffed. There's the anvil etch there. And then Rough Rider script on the tang. So again, just same blades as before. The sheep's foot blade, well, it's got some pretty significant blade rub on it. And then the spay blade. Again, brown jig bone. Really well done. This one's kind of darker than the other one, I believe. The other version I have. It's just done a little darker. and I'll show you that version as well. Okay, so here's the first older style version of this same model number, and here is the more recent one with the bomb shield. Again, you get the double thread giveaway, but you can see that these are supposed to be the same. Well, they're the same model number, just different versions, and this one's a little lighter in color. Get a little more tan on the edges here. Same blades. This one doesn't have quite the pull the other one does. Gotta be super careful I don't cut myself. And there you go. The jigging again. And the bomb shield on this one. So good look at that one. Again, that 3 and 1/8 inch length closed. All pretty decent snap, but not quite as good as that first one. And again, those are the same knife, just two different versions. And then this is the third and final small Rough Rider release. And they called this the Gentleman's Knife. And this one's still available on eBay if you're interested. It's got this I don't know, black pearl handle, I guess you'd call it. And again, that Federal shield on it. Now this one doesn't have the RR in there like the other one did. But you get the double threaded bolsters and same blades again. I think does this have a blade edge on it? Yeah, it does. It says Midnight Swirl. Okay, so that's what they're calling the handle material, Midnight Swirl. So there's a little something extra on that one. But yeah, these are still available on eBay. I know I've seen them recently. So if you're interested in this particular one, I'll have the model number down in the description. You can look it up. But this is the Midnight Swirl Gentleman's Knife from Rough Rider, and it's just a small 3-inch Sowbelly Stockman. But it does make for a good 5th pocket carry, and is, you know, what I consider a gentleman's knife. So kind of neat there. Okay, next up, I've got one that I meant to include in part 1, but got shuffled around, so got kind of left off the list. But this is another marbles, and this is again, it should have been in part 1 of the series, but this is D2 and got Micarta scales. So this is the standard size, 3 3/4. All right, or 3 5/8. If I don't know, it's right in between there actually, but standard size. And then this is the final marbles knife that I have. I just again had it shuffled around so it wasn't with the other marbles knives. But this is a really good value knife. When it came out, they sold out really quickly. D2 steel on this one. The snap is really, really good on this one. Snap and pull, it's really stiff. Like probably an 8.5 on that main blade. Now these other blades aren't quite as, you know, they share the same spring, so not going to be as stiff as that main blade. But again, you get the modern version of the marbles style knife. And this one was pretty nice because, again, it had that D2 blade still. And they weren't really charging any more for these knives than they were the 440 at the time, if I recall. So these sold out quick, and you're lucky to find them now. They're really tough to find. And come up on eBay maybe once every 4 or 5 months. But yeah, so there's the marbles D2 and black micarta, the D2 series. And up next we've got another knife that's on the smaller size. And this was a little bit of an oddball. This is the only one I have like this. This was from RedHead. And this is a knife I got really before I began to start collecting seriously. And RedHead was just a brand that was available at like Bass Pro. And I don't even know if they're still making knives anymore. But you got this wood handle. It's like a black, dark wood with that duck shield there. RedHead is actually comes in this little pouch. All right, so it gives you a better look at the logo there. And yeah, this one has got 3 springs on it, a little different. Get this nice Turkish clip on that one. I'm really a fan of this knife because it's like the blade shapes are not like anything else I have, so it's kind of like, you know, it's unique in that respect. And I don't have any other Sowbellys in this particular size either. It's almost like a smallish medium Stockman. Then there's your sheep's foot, and then the spade blade. But yeah, three spring design, so it's a little wider. But with it being a little smaller, you can see there's not really a whole lot of difference between it and the standard. Maybe like 1 layer's worth, a couple of 2-3 millimeters wider. But yeah, I really like this RedHead, and then my wife bought this for me, so it's got some sentimental value too. And there's a good top view there. It's a pretty chunky little guy, but it's narrow, so it kind of makes up for it. But there you have that RedHead. I'm not sure the material is just wood. It's like a black wood. Pretty cool knife. I'm not sure, like I said, I don't know what the blade material is. I wasn't able to find it. But I'm guessing it's probably like a 7CR or something like that. Not look high end, but not super low end either. Alright, up next we've got one of another unique type of knives. These are the single bladed Lockback Sowbellys from Rough Rider, and this one is in their Premium Select series with mother of pearl and then like a small abalone inlay in between. And it's a Lockback and just a single blade. So kind of unique Sowbelly styling there. Sowbelly Lockback, I guess you'd call it. Got the always ready blade etch on it. And the horseshoe tang. Pretty cool. Really nice and easy to release. And I carried this one for quite a while actually. But I've kind of since retired it. Don't want to mess it up. I've got another one I replaced it with a different handle material, and I'm about to show you. I like the design, but I just didn't want to mess up that particular one because that mother of pearl is pretty nice. So this is the one I use instead now, almost exclusively when I carry this style knife. And it's got the RT bolster on it. Again, I think this is T10 carbon on this blade. This is not a 440 stainless like the other one. And this one's a little harder to release, but not much. It's not bad. A little hard to do with that hand. A little stiffer release. But blue micarta. And again, T10 blade. RT bolster on that one. You can see the slim design. And good look at the micarta there. And that side. And that side as well. Yeah, so I really like these. This is probably one of my favorite style lockbacks that I own. And I carry this one quite a bit, like I said. So it's a nice little carry there. All right, and here's the third and final one that I have. Now, there's a fourth one that I don't have. It's the Diamond Gem. I'll probably get it eventually, but the only ones I've seen on eBay are just like ridiculously priced, so I'm not going to pay what they're asking. But this is, the yellow composition. Got the Federal Shield and the RR inside there. Single threaded bolster on either end. And nice lockup on this one. Really easy to release. Nice and smooth. Just a big fan of this pattern. Definitely recommend it if you guys are into lockbacks. You know, these are what, like about a 4.25, 4 1/8, somewhere in there. A little longer. You get a longer blade, 3-inch blade. So yeah, pretty cool. That's going to wrap up part 3. So we have all the smaller Sowbellys, Rite Edge, Rough Rider, 2 different versions of the brown jig bone, the yellow composition, the gentleman's knife or the midnight swirl, Marbles D2, the RedHead with the black wood handles, and these single-bladed Lockback Sowbellys, and 3 different styles. There's a 4th, like I said, that I don't have, that I'll eventually get. That's part of the Diamond Gem series. It comes with the little plastic boot, if you're familiar with what I'm talking about there. But that's going to wrap up part 3, and we'll see you over in part 4. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell to be made aware of videos when they drop, and we'll see you next time. Take care.